Hey everyone, well tonight our I-team is investigating why a FEMA trailer was dropped off near a home in Dade City, which is pretty far away from our coastal communities that were hit by the hurricanes.
And even more surprising, the property that got the FEMA trailer is actually registered to a woman who's dead.
Good use of tax money?
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
Well, a neighbor reached out to us when she noticed that trailer, and wait until you see what FEMA did after investigative journalist Adam Walser started asking questions.
So this is private country road here?
Yes.
Ava McLaurin and her husband moved to a home on a rural road outside Dade City last year, where they raise horses, cows, and donkeys.
I wanted space. I wanted animals. I grew up in Pinellas County.
Ava's childhood home was in Shore Acres, 65 miles away, a neighborhood that was pummeled by Hurricanes Helene and Milton.
Yeah, it was everything I wanted.
Her new house is not in an evacuation zone and is 110 feet above sea level. Ava says storm damage to her property was minimal.
There was a tree there and 2 limbs fell this way.
So she was surprised when a FEMA trailer appeared next door.
On May 8th, this thing showed up behind me, and I thought it was a brand new home. I didn't realize it was FEMA until I went into Pasco County's permit section.
Hello? Ava's neighbor, Cindy Wood, lives in an old mobile home on the property with her husband and adult children. Hey, how you doing, man? Hey, puppies. Wood says she applied for FEMA assistance because branches fell on her roof.
I had both the hurricanes hit me.
Okay.
And I've had two heart attacks since then.
Oh, no.
Had to have stents put in.
But her neighbor Ava blames Wood and her family for the home's condition. This Google Street View photo shows what it looked like in 2023. Records show Pasco County Code Enforcement has been there 26 times since 2017. And court records show Wood's husband and son have been fined for inoperable vehicles, junk, and trash.
Everyone on this street can attest to quality of living that they had before the storm and what kind of condition that trailer was in before the storms.
Ava sent Code Enforcement pictures last August of old tires, rotten wood, and a boat filled with moldy fabric.
They had busted out windows, roofs that would flap when the wind would come through. I mean, it's been pretty dilapidated since even before we moved in.
Ava asked county inspectors then to demolish the home. Here's what they emailed back.
I will send a consent to inspect to the property owner listed on the property appraiser's website, seeking permission to inspect the interior of the structure.
So, did they have any luck talking to the owner?
No, she's dead, been dead.
It belongs to Sharon K. Higginbotham. She lives in heaven now.
Higginbotham, Cindy's mother, is listed as the property owner on the county permit for FEMA to set up the trailer. We obtained Higginbotham's death certificate showing she died August 4th, 2014. She is still shown as the property owner on the Pasco County Appraiser's website. A FEMA spokesperson told us housing assistance applicants must be either homeowners or renters with signed lease agreements.
I feel like it's pretty basic due diligence to see who owns it and where is she at. And if you can't find that, that should raise you some pretty red flags in my opinion.
The spokesperson declined to share the application, citing privacy rules. When we asked the cost of the trailer, the spokesperson forwarded a 2019 MIT study estimating FEMA trailers cost taxpayers between $110,000 and $129,000 on average. That's the new ramp.
Yeah, if you look at the floor, it's Trex. I mean, it's nice.
The trailer on the deceased woman's property also included a custom-built ramp with waterproof decking. 7 years later, it's just in her name as if she's alive and kicking. We asked Tampa attorney Josh Burnett if the ownership issue could be problematic.
I would want to take a look at that form, see how it was filled out, see if the information in terms of their claimed ownership was made clear to FEMA.
Because the deceased mother's name is still on the deed, that's technically still the owner?
Given that she's no longer with us, she can't really own the property, but her estate would have an interest in it, which is why you need to probate it.
I'm an owner. I said, when you pay taxes for that many years in a row, it's just automatically yours.
Records show Wood and her family have paid property taxes since Higginbotham's death, but Burnett says that doesn't give them title to the property, which would be required to sell it. Burnett also says the FEMA temporary housing program's rules require people to make repairs or find somewhere else to live. Because it's supposed to be temporary.
Right. It's not supposed to be a permanent dwelling for folks to, replace what is an inferior unit.
Are you able to live in here without the FEMA trailer next door?
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, it still isn't hooked up, right?
No.
Wood told us she didn't plan to go anywhere.
I took care of my mom right here in this house till she died.
Right.
My grandmother died in this house,
Okay.
and I intend on dying right here.
Right.
I'm not leaving.
Yeah. Do you think this is just a temporary thing until they repair their other dwelling?
They didn't repair the first dwelling they had back in August when it was already a dump. So why should I believe that they're going to take care of this one and B, repair the one that they already had?
It's not FEMA's position to step in and fix their life situation. FEMA's stepping in to help folks, rebuild in a situation which wasn't their doing, which was something that was unexpected, something that they couldn't protect themselves against.
It's supposed to be temporary, but I ain't even got in it yet. And if they have a bunch of rules or regulations, they can come get it. I don't care.
We contacted FEMA. And days later, FEMA contractors returned and hauled the trailer away. Pasco County locked the building permit, citing an investigation, but neither the county or FEMA would explain.
Every time something goes good for me, all these neighbors stop it.
Wood's neighbor Ava says she was just looking after others affected by the storms who still need a temporary place to live.
They spent the money on it, dropped it off, and figured no one would say anything about it.
I'm I-Team investigator Adam Walser with photojournalist Matt Apthorpe taking action for you.
Adam, thank you. And again, a viewer brought this story to our attention, and that's when our I-Team started digging. Our investigators are always working to get you answers and uncover the truth. So scan that QR code on the bottom of your screen to reach out to our I-Team. We read every tip that comes into our inbox.
All right, let's check.